Oh boy, I can't wait to play some Sonic Heroes. Wait a minute. I don't have Sonic Heroes. I don't have a GameCube. I've never had Sonic Heroes. Am I living in a simulation? What the fuck am I talking about? Is this for a video?
Sonic World DX, the Sonic fan game of all Sonic fan games, other than like Robo Blast.
Maybe even unbeknownst to you, you've probably seen the game before, whether it be through one of those Sonic game modding channels that sometimes plays it, or through the PNG of the fucking Fox that plays it. The game goes pretty hard, so why don't we go ahead and load it up?
Oh boy, this looks nice. Sounds nice. Let's start it up. Oh! That's a pretty intense switch up.
We'll go over the game in some concrete order, even though tangents will obviously be all over the fucking place. So we might as well start with where you'd expect us to start. The characters.
Comes to characters, you know, you get your classics when you start with, you know, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream. Assortment of other unlockable characters too, like Shadow, Silver. They've got, like, the lineup is crazy in this game. They got fucking Mighty, Ray, Jet, plays fucking Metal, fucking Infinite. Like, it's pretty good. A bunch of other characters are available, but those locks, those unfinished characters, there's an older version of the game. Has all those characters. I played it before. But they're getting polished up for this version again. Speaking of polish, look at that Sonic model. That's a really good one. The models in this game look great, and the animation on them is great too. When Sonic does a little victory dance at the end of an act, oof, it's good. This game's good, and I haven't even fucking grabbed the ray tracing from the island. We'll talk about that later. You unlock other characters by using character unlock tokens, which you get from medals that you get by completing levels and challenges within the levels. Or you can buy them on the island, but for some reason it doesn't fucking work. I bought 2 and got neither. Still took my fucking rings. The last 2 unlockable characters, Shadow Android and Egg Robo, are unlocked through other means. Still don't know what the fuck to do for Shadow Android, but Egg Robo requires you to beat Worst Cave with an S rank. Fucking good luck with that.
Also, not to nitpick, but I'm doing a review on a fan game, which there's not really any story or original music or anything to actually go on, so there's going to be a lot of nitpicking. Egg Robo? Like, I'm all for, you know, unlockable characters and the vast expanses of games, a video game. Oh, it's beautiful. But Egg Robo? Really? Like Shadow Android, that's fucking awesome. You know, that's really cool, but like Egg Robo? From Sonic R? The enemy that I can kill in the game? On the chemical plant stage, he's right there. Can you see him? I'll put a Egg Robo. Also, I'm getting ahead of myself in the whole Worst Cave thing. We'll get to that later.
I'm not going to go through all the characters one by one. God knows there's too many for that. We'll go by category. There's 4 different types of characters. Speed, Fly, Strength, and whatever the fuck Silver and Infinite are. I'll get to that sack of shit later. Speed characters play as you expect. They move fast and mostly have some form of homing attack, although the way it performs and holds speed is different depending on your character's jump action. They're the only type of character with homing attacks, and thus makes them feel by far the most fluid and fun to get through a level with. They all have a light speed dash, except for fucking Metal Sonic. He just gets this built-in Elec Shield ring drag shit, and you play his stages like a speed character. Then you need to do things like a flight or strength character. You can't take the light speed dash alt paths. The best speed character is by far Sonic. Funny, I know. Because his jump action holds momentum. Almost always lands homing attacks and has incredible movement through his spin dash. It's so good you can easily clear like a Knuckles collection stage with Sonic just from the amount of upward movement you can get, no climbing required. My character choice, definitely Mighty, not just because I've been obsessed with this little fucker since Mania, but also because of his incredible moves. He has the universal stomp, sadly with no bounce. His jump action is a double jump, which also gets him into a homing attack. His attack actions are a slide, which you can follow by recurling into a ball, as well as an air variant, which allows you to latch onto walls like Knuckles. I like him a lot, and his moveset, but all jump actions can fuck characters up. I've missed a good few homing attacks because of the way the double jump works. Also, it doesn't hold speed like an air dash. Same with Jet. His homing attack, like all homing attacks, drops some momentum, but It's angled downward and pretty often gets rid of momentum when you hit the ground like a stomp. There's a lot to say, but we gotta get to the other character types before I say any more. Despite what the game's classifications have you believe, I only have 2 flight characters. Ray doesn't count, and Silver and Finite over there are their own thing. Let's get one thing out of the way. Cream is super busted. I've played like 1 stage as her and just ran through the stage going, "Get him, cheese!" And fuck this cheese, get him, man. Anyway, flight characters get 4 seconds to fly and go up. Yes, this is important. They have no homing attack, obviously, but Tails gets this thing where he attacks bots with his tails. The problem with this is that it's not flight cancelable. You can't do this attack while you fly. You can't go out of flying and then do this attack, which makes sense. It'll probably reset your flight timer. His only method of air attack when he's flying is this arm cannon from Sonic Battle. And there's not much to say else about flight characters. They feel worse than speed characters, but it doesn't really matter since you can fly. You don't really need to play the game. My only strength character is Knuckles, so I'll just talk about him. He plays that you expect Knuckles to play, but he's got this cool fucking move called the Demolition Dash, similar to Amy's Hammer Vault, which is something she has. I'll probably get to later, maybe in a part 2 or something, which just kind of sends you to the fucking moon. Although I think a Spin Dash actually gets you more momentum and air time. Speaking of Spin Dash, he can Spin Dash on the fucking walls? Holy shit.
Yeah, but I'm still never gonna play Knuckles.
I lied at the start of the video when I said there's only 4 categories. There's actually 5. Ray being one of them. He glides, but not like a Knuckles glide. His is way fucking cooler. And you can curl up into a ball mid-glide. It's so sick. Movement-wise, even if the glide feels a little setting specific and difficult to use, it's still very fire. Speaking of specific and difficult to use, these fuckers, Silver and Infinite, are fucking shit. I'll just say it. Silver plays like this is 06, but he can actually build up speed in this game. I just don't like this psychic playstyle. I just think it's generally ass. Infinite's platform creation is just useless. Both him and Silver, they get a 6-second hover. It can't go up or down though, which is why I had to specify for flight characters. Anyway, the psychics just feel kind of jank and shitty. At least Infinite has a really cool skin. Holy fuck, they're skins! Game's got a ton of collectibles. Skins, medals, challenge titles, extra power-ups, music discs, red rings. Hell, the characters themselves are kind of collectibles. You got gay skins, reference skins, writer skins, which I don't fucking have. Skins unlocked by specific stages or challenges. Really, it's the works. Game's got plenty of zones with plenty of acts per zone. Fan favorite stages for fun games, and also Sonic 3D Blast. I don't know why it's here. Good few original zones too, like Space Colony Arc, apparently. Even though I swear Final Rush was on the Arc. Whatever. Misty Gorge was alright, and Love Garden, which gives you no camera controls, and I just don't like it. You can access these zones at any time through the free play menu, or play them in order in sequential marathon mode. But when you play the stage in marathon mode, it doesn't give you the clear medal in free play, so even if I already played every awful act of Rusty Ruin, I still need to play it again for the character medals. We might as well start off with Sonic's character tutorial so that we can get a grasp on what he can do. Pretty excited there, Sonic. Let's see what you can do. So he's got the stomp, you know, the bounce, normal Sonic stuff, homing attack, air dash, all kinds of business, light speed dash, light speed attack, all kinds of business. Oh boy, like he's really got some moves. He can really move. Oh, it's over. Okay. For a more varied experience, we'll go through all of the zones using a different character for each zone, starting with Sonic and Chemical Plant. Now that may sound awful, but there's actually no water sections in any of the Chemical Plant levels. It starts with Sonic invading the facility, doing some smooth homing attack platforming, and those jump pads, and honestly it feels really good. What? What the fuck? Whatever, it's a small hiccup. I'm not a pessimistic reviewer. It worked just fine the second time, and the levels are designed well, and oh, holy shit. You can fucking... Wait, can you not zoom back into the game? You can break out of that fucking loop by alt-tabbing? It zooms back in on its own afterwards. Huh. Alright. Pretty cool. Next time that happens, I'll know. Those shits. Oh, yeah. It's already happened once before. Whew. Man, I'm smooth. Not just with my moves. Alright, so there's some bugs, some collision issues. There's this wall in Seaside Hill that if you miss the spring, you just can't fucking move. Infinite looping of bounce springs. Infinite being in the game feels like a glitch in of itself. Oh, also one move that Sonic doesn't have in this game that he could honestly use is the quick step. It's kind of like Colors where you only get the quick step in certain sections specifically for them. And holy shit, they have voice acting? Water slides? Holy variety. Anyway, I gotta see.